EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. Puka Nacua. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Puka Nacua. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. One play in the end zone on a long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline, and my coach said, so what in the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not
What'd you miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? No, I should say, covered well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
2nd and 11. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Cowboys had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Another carry for Pierce.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They don't know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down. Bolton. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 4. Being taken down. A gain of 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bolton complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 18, pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Rock and roll 18.
Back to throw. Bolton. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Here we go.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Check smash. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. 7 Pirate. 7 Pirate. Hup.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's complete to Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Bolton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down.
Bolton, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got... A yard there on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
On the jump.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go again with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dameon Pierce, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Bolton.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bolton. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
In motion left goes a tight end. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 28 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part, and sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Here we go, set. Bronco switch, take over.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing to start the drive. Bolton. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bolton steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
2nd and 6. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looking to throw.
Bolton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Chap 60, chap 60. Ready?
Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Off the play fake. Bolton rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back to throw. Bolton.
That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Operating from the gun. Bolton. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Cowboys, they get back to 500 now as the win